All right. I guess I'm live. Anyway, this is a spontaneous live, and I'm kind of sharing with you. I just got here for lunch, and I'm still planning on repotting my Phalaenopsis. My reluctance really is that they are still kicking it and still actively growing, but I know it's time. I do. Something has to get done. And I hope this thing is on, and I hope you hear me. It's a more mild day today.
Where's the dog collar?
There's two of them.
That one's a little bitty.
Well, I'm like videoing, but it's in that room. It's right. It should be right around there. I still have to. What was I talking about? See, I get distracted. But I am talking about repotting some things, and a lot of my fails were repotted because I had to. I'm hanging on to this struggling epidendrum species, which is cornatum, and my caudatum just does not look hot at all. It's probably the heat that it's been suffering from. And if you guys missed the seed pod emptying out, it was quite a delight and a joy, as is or was my discovery that my Nemoria Wallaceae has woke up. Now, as you know, I am rebuilding the essentials in my collection. Not everything that I lost, but just the essentials. And today at work, I luckily remembered to check on pre-orders, international pre-orders. And here's one of my lists. You see how many that is? That's a half a page. But this is Longiscot, Jungle Eyes, Baby Hibiki, Phalaenopsis Little One, Penang Girl, and so forth and so on. You can see they are plants that are pretty predictable. Chisis, Eranthes, and Grape Gum, and Cavola, Jimmy Cricket, Trichocentrum. Pretty predictable for me. Because, yeah, I'm rebuilding my Anglecoids. Well, my whole collection specifically. The essentials. So, I have a list of dendrobiums as well. For instance, in Laturia, I can tell you straight off that Atroviolaceum, is that on here? Atroviolaceum, Convolutum would be a nice one. I do have Rhodostictum here, 2 Rhodostictums in fact. Got my Johnsonii, and then there's always Spectabile. Macrophyllum would be nice, Nindi. But as far as Laturias, I would say Atroviolaceum. I would love to have a Forbesii, but they just are a bit finicky for me, more intermediate, even more finicky than Rhoda Dictum, Atrial Violation, those types. But yeah, it is time to put in your pre-orders when you want plants internationally. And this is just one of my lists. This is Tin Shin Orchids, Tin Shin Gardens, I believe. And I did another pre-order, or I'm trying to do another pre-order with Gold Country Orchids. That's not a pre-order really, but I found a list, and he's got some Angricoids as well. Specifically, he's got the formerly Orangus, but now it is what is it? There's Rotiana, and there's another species in the genus Micro. Anyway, but it escapes me for some reason. But they are formerly in Orangus, Microtangus, maybe that's what they are. Hildebrantii and Rotiana miniatures. And I also looked at Diamond Orchid, and I'm still convinced that this is really getting about ready to put out flower spikes, those nubbins, and plus it's not my imagination. The swelling. But all is good. All is good. We're probably going to get a little bit of a storm here shortly. And I'm really liking these growths on my Bensonii, the one that I just got. The fragrance is like sweet bread. Here's my Cattleya Iricolor. Should be repotting it, but there's that growth. Here's that growth there. And I could swear there was another. But in any event, I'm probably going to do something with that as the growth's complete. And I know you're tired of seeing this, but I am just flabbergasted at how long the blooms and the growths, the spikes, the number of spikes, it's just not stopped. And look at those root tips. I struggle with, should I add sphagnum? Should I change it completely? But no, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Something else that I rarely ever show is this is Epidendrum ciliare. And I had to free it from that growth, the mix over there, and there's another new growth here. And then I have various Epidendrum hybrids here and here that this one says Epidendrum ciliare. Guess it's just a ciliare. But I know I have a ciliare cross. And this is a cross. Epidendrum nutans. No, that's not a cross. Okay. And then I have an epidendrum here. Lelia Cattleya. There's that sheath. Here's my Epidendrum floribundum, doing really, really well. I would think that this was going to bloom really soon because it's got 1, 2, at least 4 growths maturing. Really healthy. Let's see, what else can I show you? My trichoscentrums really are, finally, here is this crop. Well, that's sprucei, and there's several new growths, and there's roots. And this is trichocentrum. That, again, it's got new growth coming up. Nice roots. This is that Lancianum with those spotted leaves. It's a trichocentrum. There's roots. And there's one other that I want to show you. Well, I've got a few. There's trichocentrums, and here's my, that's superbum. It's putting up that growth. Nice strong growth. Here, up here is, I have to pull it down. Oh no, I probably didn't have to, but there is the cross, Trichocentrum jonesyanum times Josephine. I will go ahead and pull it down. Oh, shoot, what was that? Anyway, look at those roots. There's a new growth right there with those roots. And you see how this particular root sprouted a root. And it did it as well there. Nice to see that. Be nice to see a bloom at some point. But those roots are good. Now let me try not to knock this one down. All right. That's pretty much really all I wanted to share. I'm gonna go to lunch. Just kind of wanted to show some stuff and show you that plant list. Shoot, I'm just doing too much. Okay, hang up, please. You're really getting on nerves. Okay, it's just gonna go there. All right. This is Odums, Encyclia Odums. Matured new growth, and then there's a new one. I wish this hand Lada would do something. You see those nice roots. And it's got sheath. few sheaths, in fact. All right, folks. My Martin Wolf times Florida Stars. There's a new growth. That is a new growth. And then there's one right there in the middle. Am I here? Please be here. There we go. I'm back. This is my Stacy Eye, last but not least. Nice roots. Love those roots. Getting all the sun and lots of rain. Its leaves are pretty long. And it's sitting on this encyclia. It's a year old. Suncoast Dancing Butterflies, which is giving me 1, 2, 3, 4 new growths. Wow, this is smelling my orchid jungle. And this is Sylvia White, Peppy Sylvia White. There's new growth. There's a new one there. And if I turn it over on this side where that new growth is, you can see the roots. Yay. So, this is my orchid jungle again. Still blooming, still fragrant. So, I've got a lot coming, a lot to show you. It's my samurai. So, stay tuned, folks. This plant, which I got as a division at Planteal when I was there, BC Golden Glory. I had been looking forever for signs of life, and lo and behold, on the other side, it decided to put up a growth through the back. Hilarious. Hilarious. But anyway, folks, that's all there is. There is no more. And we will talk soon. Thanks for watching. Make sure you press the like button and subscribe if not, if you like content of this sort. Help a brother out. So, thanks again. See you soon. Enjoy your orchids and have fun. Bye.